What's up, Premier Planet? Justin Barlow here, coming at you from inside the Premier Studio in Woodstock, Illinois, and I'm here to tell you all about PPW's 203rd studio taping. As always, a big thank you to everyone who came out this last Saturday to support us. If you weren't able to make it out to Woodstock, let me fill you in on what you missed. We opened the evening with a one-on-one match between La Tarantula and El Mero Mero y Nestra. Now, La Tarantula really flying out of the gate on this one. He came this close on several occasions to putting away Inestra, but Inestra, in the end, as you can see from the footage, over the top rope, sunset powerbomb, 1, 2, 3. Inestra picks up a moral victory on his way to a tag team match later in the evening. Our second contest of the evening was the Science Marcus Smith versus newcomer out of the Premier Academy, the man only known as Aries. Now, to start off, of course, Marcus, he's telling a joke to the Premier Planet, but all of a sudden, he gets angry. He feels like the Premier Planet is not laughing at his jokes. They don't think he's funny, and Marcus, he takes such offense to this, and he tries to make an example out of Aries, but Aries, showing off those skills that he's developed in the Premier Academy, unfortunately, Marcus, just too experienced for the newcomer, catches him in a clutch slam and just knocks his lights out for the 1, 2, 3. The Science Marcus Smith victorious at PPW 203. Following that one-on-one action, it was Jose Acosta, whose stock has just been rising here in PPW ever since coming out of the Premier Academy. He went one-on-one with Connor Core, but Connor, he is able to get a small package on Jose and grab the trunks where the referee couldn't see it, and Connor steals a victory from Jose Acosta. And then after that, it was supposed to be Connor versus Sky Blue, but as Sky is awaiting Connor in the ring, Connor comes out, grabs a mic, and basically says that he's not going to face Sky because he just had a match, and according to him, that wouldn't be fair to his fans, you know, all two of them, I guess. But anyway, Connor decides to bring out who he claimed to be his most trustworthy and most reliable protege, 0-3. Now, 0-3 at times really did put a clinic on Sky, but Sky just determined to make an example out of anyone Connor puts in front of her in an attempt to finally get her hands on Connor. She's able to roll 0-3 up, bridge her back to cover 0-3 and get his legs in the air, and that leverage allowed Sky Blue to pick up the pinfall. And now we are going to have to wait and see, is Connor finally going to man up and face Sky one-on-one? You'll have to stay tuned to all of our social media to find out. Following that, it was tag team grudge match action. It was El Mero Mero, Inestra, and Sensei. Now they got me doing it. Anyway, Inestra and Sensei against Chase Gosling and, well, we didn't know. Chase was originally supposed to team with Anakin, but Anakin took a beating at the hands of Inestra and Sensei the week prior, and unfortunately Anakin was not going to be able to compete, but Chase, I can't believe I'm about to say this, claims to have time traveled back to the 1860s and had a conference of sorts with Ulysses S. Grant where they, I guess, formulated this strategy, and Chase promised a mystery partner who turned out to be none other than Chase's longtime associate and former Dirty Boy, Irish Andy Anderson. So a bit of a Dirty Boys Club reunion in this match, and let's roll the footage because this match, well, it kind of broke down into chaos towards the end, so see for yourself how things concluded in this matchup.
Here are your winners by way of pinfall, Inestra.
So you can see there a double pin, a moment of confusion, but in the end it was Inestra and Andy Anderson who were the legal men. So Inestra picked up the pin and the victory for his team, but that didn't stop Chase and Andy from having a little dance party in the middle of the ring, much to the delight of the Premier Planet in attendance. The Dirty Boys back in action for one night only. And then it came down to the main event. Last Friday night at PPW 201, Pro Wrestling Noah's star, the 275-pound, 6'5" Jay Bradley, picked up a victory over Premier Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion Matt Vine. Now, Matt Vine, he challenged Jay Bradley to a World Heavyweight title match. A little unorthodox, but it does happen that a champion will actually lay out a challenge to a challenger. Jay Bradley, of course, he accepts the challenge. He thinks he's going to have an easy go, making an example out of Matt Vine like he did last Friday night. But let's roll the footage and show you what happened at the end of this matchup after what was pretty much an all-out war.
Here's your winner by way of countout and still.
So at the literally last second, Matt Vine gets under the bottom rope and Jay Bradley is counted out. Therefore, the winner and still PPW World Heavyweight Champion is the world exclusive Matt Vine. He gets a win over Jay Bradley, avenges his loss from a week ago, and retains the title in the process. Now, speaking of Matt Vine, we are currently without a #1 contender here in PPW, so what does that mean for the champion for this coming Saturday night at PPW 204? Well, I'm happy to announce and excited to announce that this coming Saturday, there is going to be a #1 contenders battle royal to determine Matt Vine's next opponent. And the winner of that battle royal isn't going to have to wait a week to get their title shot because they're going to face the champ the same night. So that's right, we have a battle royal and a World Heavyweight Championship match in the same night this coming Saturday night at PPW 204. You are going to want to be here in Woodstock at the Premier Studio for all of that excitement. It's anybody's game. Who's going to rise up, win the battle royal, and face the champ? It's anybody's guess and anybody's game at this point. Premier Planet, on behalf of all of us here at PPW, I want to thank you for your continued support. Don't forget, follow us all over social media and log on to PremierProWrestling.com. Follow the on-demand link where you can sign up for our video streaming service to stream video from our studio tapings here in Woodstock. It's $4.99 a month, just barely pocket change after a 2-week free trial. Stream all the Premier Pro Wrestling content your heart desires. Again, that address is PremierProWrestling.com and click the on-demand link. Sign up today. Premier Planet, I'm Justin Barlow, and I'm excited to see you guys out here this Saturday night for PPW 204. Until then, take care of yourselves and rock on.